Sometimes life feels like a constant uphill battle, as if the universe itself is holding you back. The truth is, there are 12 universal laws, ancient secrets that the wisest minds have always understood. These laws are like the universe's operating system. Living in harmony with them makes life flow, while ignoring them can lead to constant struggle. It's not about punishment from a higher power. It's about working with the natural flow of the universe, not against it. Let's dive into these 12 powerful laws and discover how they can change your life for the better. 1. Law of Divine Oneness. Ancient wisdom and modern science agree. Everything in the universe is connected. This cosmic principle is called the Law of Divine Oneness. Imagine a vast web where a touch on one strand sends vibrations throughout. Our lives work the same way. Our actions have consequences that extend far beyond ourselves. While it's easy to believe we exist separately, this is an illusion. In truth, we are all woven into a magnificent tapestry of existence. The Law of Divine Oneness emphasizes unity consciousness, the understanding that we are not alone, but part of a greater whole. To live in harmony with this law, shift your focus from separation to integration. See yourself as a vital thread in this cosmic web. As you embrace this sense of unity, your life will transform. You'll experience greater compassion, deeper connections, and a richer sense of purpose. 2. Law of Vibration. Albert Einstein, one of the smartest people who ever lived, said that everything in our world is made up of vibrations. It's like energy that moves and changes. So what does this mean for your life? Think about how you feel. When you're happy and positive, good things seem to happen more often, right? That's because you're sending out good vibrations, and the world is sending them back to you. Just like when you change the channel on a radio, you can change the vibes around you. But the law of vibration isn't about pretending to be happy when you're not. That won't work. The key is genuine resonance, being in tune with your true self. Your most powerful vibration doesn't come from what's on the surface, but from the depths of your being. The secret to unlocking your potential lies here. Be real, resonate with your authentic self, and the universe will respond in kind. 3. Law of Correspondence. Have you ever heard the saying, as above, so below? It means that what's happening inside you is reflected in the world around you. This is the idea behind the Law of Correspondence, and it can help change your life. Think about those days when everything goes right. You feel great, and luck seems to be on your side. Then there are days when everything feels hard and nothing works out. That's the Law of Correspondence in action. Your outer life is showing you how you feel inside. The secret to making this work for you is to pay attention to how you feel inside and then make changes. Notice when you're feeling negative and work on shifting towards positivity. Instead of just wishing things were better, focus on changing the way you think and feel. As you do this, you'll start to see your whole life change along with it. 4. Law of Attraction. This law is a universal truth that can make you a magnet for your desires. It's a life-changing law embraced by both quantum physicists, esteemed personalities, and authors. What you focus on, you attract. Imagine yourself as a magnet. If you focus on good things, you pull more good things towards you. But if you worry about the bad stuff, more bad stuff shows up. It's like changing stations on the radio. What you tune into is what you'll hear. Some people think that the law of attraction is just about wishing for stuff and waiting for it to happen. That's not how it works. The real magic lies in visualization, picturing your goals as if they've already come true. Then take action. Even small steps towards your dreams matter. Believe in yourself, believe in your vision, and you'll start to see things happen. 5. Law of Inspired Action. The law of inspired action tells us that wishing, dreaming, and thinking positive thoughts are great, but they won't change your life unless you actually do something. This is where inspired action comes in. It's the special kind of action that helps your dreams become real. Think of it like this. The law of attraction helps you get your mind and feelings focused on what you want. The law of inspired action is the power that pushes you to go for it. It's the bridge between your ideas and making them happen in your actual life. Inspired action isn't about forcing yourself to do stuff you hate, or because you're afraid bad stuff will happen if you don't. True inspired action feels good. It's joyful, exciting, and it comes naturally. It's that feeling of being so excited about what you want that you can't help but take steps toward it. 6. Law of Perpetual Transmutation of Energy. The name sounds fancy, but the idea is simple. Energy is always changing and moving, and you can guide that change in amazing ways. Imagine water. It can be a flowing liquid, hard ice, or invisible steam. It's still water, just in a different form. Our thoughts and feelings are like that too. Their energy can change and even become real-life events and experiences. Have you ever noticed how when you really focus on a goal, it starts to actually happen? That's this law at work. It's not magic or wishing. It's about being mindful and paying attention to where you put your energy. The secret to harnessing this law is being aware of how your thoughts and feelings make their way into your world. Then focus on changing the negative into positive, on shifting your energy towards the things you truly want. When you do this, you'll be amazed at the possibilities that open up for you. 7. Law of Cause and Effect. Esteemed scientist Carl Sagan once said, "Cause and effect. You can't have one without the other. It's like pushing over a domino and watching the whole row fall down. Your actions have consequences. They start chain reactions that can have a big impact on you and others. Think about how a small act of kindness can brighten someone's day, while a mean comment can hurt for a long time. That's the law of cause and effect in action. Some people confuse this with karma, but it's simpler than that. It's about understanding how everything you do sends out ripples that can change the world around you. The amazing thing about this law is that it gives you power. Notice that your actions aren't just things that happen. They're the starting points for what happens next. Want to make the world a better place? Choose actions that spread good vibes. The more positive things you do, the more positive change you'll see around you. 8. Law of Compensation. The great thinker Ralph Waldo Emerson understood an important truth about life. You get back what you put out into the world. This idea is called the law of compensation. It's like planting seeds. If you plant kindness, you'll harvest kindness from others. If you give your time and energy to help, you'll find help when you need it. The universe seems to have a way of balancing things out. This law isn't about always working hard. It's about giving from your heart. It's about being generous with your time, your talents, even your attitude. When you do this, you don't always get back the exact same thing you gave, but you will see positive things flow into your life. The key to understanding the law of compensation is the idea of exchange. Give good things, and good things will come your way. Make a positive difference in the world, and the world will make a positive difference for you. 9. Law of Relativity. Have you ever noticed how easy it is to compare yourself to others and feel like you're coming up short? That's the law of relativity at work. It means that how we see things depends on our perspective. Think about money. A small amount can seem huge to someone who's struggling, but not make much of a difference to a very wealthy person. It's the same idea with happiness. Our perspective shapes what makes us feel good. The problem is we often compare our worst moments to other people's best moments, and of course we come out feeling bad. The secret to true happiness is changing your viewpoint. Instead of focusing on what you don't have, focus on appreciating what you do have. When you learn to be grateful for the good things in your life, happiness comes naturally. It's really that simple. So stop looking at what others have and comparing yourself. Start valuing what makes your life unique and amazing. You'll be surprised by how much joy this simple change brings. 10. Law of Polarity. The law of polarity teaches us that everything in life has two sides, kind of like a coin. You can't have heads without tails, happiness without sadness, or good without bad. This idea has been around for a long time. Ancient philosophers and modern thinkers have all written about the balance found in opposites. Think of the tough times in your life. It's easy to only see the negative, but the law of polarity tells us there's always a flip side. For every challenge, there's also a hidden opportunity. Maybe you lost your job, but this could be a chance to find an even better one. Maybe a relationship didn't work out, but maybe it's making room for the right person to come along. Every time something hard happens, remember there's a silver lining waiting to be found. The key to understanding the law of polarity is to remember that every problem has a solution hidden somewhere inside of it. So instead of getting stuck in the negative, try looking for the positive potential. 11. Law of Rhythm. The renowned philosopher Hermes Trismegistus said, "Everything flows out and in. Everything has its tides. The higher the tide rises, the lower it recedes." In life, this translates to the cycle of success and failure. Think about how the higher a wave crashes on the beach, the further it pulls back out to sea. In life, the more you try to force things to stay good all the time, the harder things can get when the natural cycle brings challenges. It's like dieting too hard. Eventually you might overeat and gain back all the weight or worse. The law of rhythm isn't about always being on top. True success is about understanding that life has ups and downs and learning to roll with them. It's about not getting stuck fighting the bad times and also not getting too comfortable during the good times. The key to mastering life's rhythm is to learn to work with it, not against it. Expect change, be flexible, and let the natural flow of things take you where you need to go. This is how you find true peace and success. 12. Law of Gender. The law of gender isn't about men versus women. It's a much deeper concept about the balance of creative energies that exist within each of us. Thinkers like Carl Jung use terms like anima, feminine, and animus, masculine, to talk about these inner qualities. Picture how a seed needs fertile soil to actually grow. It's the combination that creates life. The same is true for us. We have both a side that takes action and a side that focuses on feelings and intuition. We need both to live a full and balanced life. Too much focus on one side creates problems. Too much action without thought leads to mistakes. Too much focus on feelings without taking action means nothing gets done. The law of gender reminds us that true growth comes from finding the right mix of both these energies. So how do we do this? The key is to embrace all parts of yourself. Recognize the value of your active side and your intuitive side. When you learn to work with both in a balanced way, amazing things start to happen in your life. Applying just a few of these universal laws has the huge potential to change your life for the better. If you liked this video, keep watching to help connect with your true self, to help manifest your deepest desires. Be well and be kind to yourself and each other.